Hi there, welcome to another video looking at using my Stream Deck and X's and O's. Returning to the G1000, the Garmin unit. There's been an update, I don't know how long it's been there, but I've just found it myself on Lorbe's X's and O's sites, which allows me a whole much easier approach to programming the soft keys that are at the bottom. Previously, if I bring my Stream Deck profile, I had a profile here for the PFD, so clicking on there took me to another profile, and to get the text consistent, I wanted text to appear on the buttons at the bottom. I had to create a whole series of interlinked profiles. Couldn't use folders, you had to use profiles to do it, and it was really complicated, even worse for the MFD side of things. But this latest development that's come that I've discovered on Lorbe's site, let's get back into the right aircraft. Here we go. Just makes things so much simpler. If I show you, let's get that out of the way. Lots of windows today. Lots of stuff going on. On the X's and O's page, on the downloads page, a long way down, discovered this one here called the MFS G1000 bridge, and it says with this add-on package you can read the soft key labels, and it presents them as LVARs, so that's really useful to us. I'll show you how it works. It looks more complicated than it is, but the download procedure, you download a zip file. So I've saved it in my Stream Deck. I've got a folder called Stream Deck, and I put my software here. It says my G1000 bridge. There's the zip file. Extract it all, and it goes into another folder. Don't use this folder. That's the gotcha on this one. Double click on there, and you'll find you're into another folder identically named, and that's the one that's got all the content. So that's what you want to copy and paste it into your community folder. Now I've actually got a shortcut on my desktop which takes me into my packages. There's my community folder, and just drop it into there, and that's it. Nothing else to do to install it. That's the process. So let's get rid of a few windows here. We'll leave this later. Then run your flight simulator. My simulator is already running just for speed, so you don't have to watch it loading. And that's it. That's the process. So now we need our Stream Deck software. So what it allows us to do is to not just use profiles. We can use an actual folder. So we'll create a folder here, and if I press the button on my Stream Deck, that'll take us into that folder, because that's the way back now. It takes us back wherever we came from. So this is really nice and easy. We need to use a text gauge. We want to put text onto our button here. So we're not going to use a title. What we're going to do is to read a variable, and it will read whatever's on this button here. Now it's not going to look dramatic on the first one, because if I do button number 1 here, there isn't any text on it at the moment. But I'll show you the process. So what we need to do is to put in this here. Now we're going to replace the XXX, sorry, this one here. We're going to replace the XXX with PFD for the left-hand device. If you wanted to do the right-hand one, you would replace it with MFD. So let's copy that in. So highlight that and copy, and I should now be able to paste that into here. So that needs to be replaced with the PFD, and we need to tell it which button it is. It's button number 1 that we're looking at, and you'll notice that it is an LVAR, a local variable. So we change this to an LVAR. And as I said, if I now save this, absolutely nothing dramatic happens because there isn't any text. So let's copy that and paste it into here, and we now need to set it. We're looking at number 2, soft key number 2. and I'll use my shortcut, the Alt-S, to do that. And so we've saved that with the shortcut, and there it is. It's picked up the text from there. So as that text changes, that'll work. We want these buttons to actually, these buttons on the Stream Deck to actually function as buttons. So that's where we use the button settings here. We need X's and O's really to give us that. So I'm going to pick it up from my script editor and insert an event. So I'm going to filter down for the 1000, the PFD side. Now, I had problems getting this to work before, and so I resorted to using, if you've seen a previous video that I did, I resorted to using an H event and the HTML event, but I think I've discovered the way around this one. So I'm going to use this soft key 1, right hand click on it to copy it to the clipboard and paste it in here. And it doesn't work because it needs to be writing to a BVAR. There's no clue here, and you don't get much of a clue. It looks like it's supposed to be a K event, but it seems to work as a B variable. You need to tell it that you're going to send a value 1 when you press the button. So I can save that now, Alt and S. But again, nothing's going to happen because there is no function on this button. So let's go and put it into here. So we will put the button settings in. I've still got it on my clipboard, so I can Control V and stick it in there. It's soft key number 2 we're emulating. It's a B variable, and I need to send the event value 1 to it and save that. Let's tidy up, get some things out of the way. And I'm going to be pressing that Map HSI button on my Stream Deck, and you'll see that it's taken us across now to the new layer here, and that's matching there. Now I haven't got the other buttons programmed in, so I'm going to have to use the soft key on here to take me back. But again, if I bring my Stream Deck back in, you'll see that we're back here at that section there. So to fill in the rest of the buttons, the easiest way to do that, copy it, and we'll just paste it along. So I'm using keyboard shortcuts, Control V and then right arrow. So I've got to get 6 in here, and then we go along here. And of course now we need to go and edit them. I'll do the couple, then I'll pause, so you don't have to watch everything. So it's just a question of changing all the 2s to 3s. So you need it there and on the button, because we're going to be sending button 3. Alt and S to save it. Job done on that one. I'll do one more for you, then I'll pause it. So variable 1. That's now 4. You've got to keep track of the numbers. And button setting number 4. Alt S, saved, and that's done. Okay, I'm going to pause the video, do all these for completeness, and I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, so as if by magic, there we are. I'm back here, and you can see the text is all matching up on here. If I press the any button here, let's go into the transponder. I'm going to press the transponder button. It takes us into the transponder. If I press on code here, you can see everything is working. Let's put in 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. That's taken the code in. No, it hasn't. Let's try that again. There we go. We've put in 4 numbers. It's happy now, and it automatically takes us back exactly where we should be. Press the back button. I've got a lot of software running on my machine today, so it's a bit slow responding, but they are back at the main thing. So that's it. That's the profile. The next thing we can do is, if we go back up a level, let's give this a title so it's clearly the PFD. we can now copy that, paste it in here, change the title to MFD. Oops, wrong one. Let's go back. I like in capitals as well. That's better. This one here, MFD. And if we go into that folder, it's going to be reading the PFD side of things until we go in and change the P to an M. So we want an M there, and we also want it to function as an MFD button. So on the button settings, we change that to an M. And that's all we need to do. That's now reading that button there, the engine, and we do that the same for all of these. We just go through and we just change the P to the M in the variable and in the button settings. So it's a bit laborious, but it's not that taxing, and you've got a fantastically fully working system. Obviously this one's blank, so that's blank. And if we click on here, let's do the last one here just to show you it working. There's the MFD on there. And change it on the button settings. Alt S to add it, and that's it, that's done. So you do the same for all the buttons here. What I would do, I would also, and I'll do this in the next video and show you how this works. I think it's enough for today. I will put the these buttons here, emulate those buttons, both for the PFD and the MFD, put those on here and show you a few other things that we can do with that. But the next video, what I'll be showing you is how we can use a gauge to get these indicators to appear, whether or not appear. You don't need them for all of them, but he'll show you how you get those to work. And so I'll do that video possibly tomorrow. Okay, so have a nice time, and I'll see you in the next one. I've got to shoot off to the shops now. We're out of food. Okay, see you soon.